Hello everybody, how are you? We're filming this morning, the morning after the GWS Giants have beaten the Hawthorn Football Club at Sydney Olympic Park. See them had on there last night. Fantastic victory. Hello to everybody in the cheer squad and everyone that was there last night. 13,500, great night at the City Showground. So again, great work Giants. We're in the hat today. We're going to make today for you a dish we're calling chicken a la Merrillie, after my loving wife who's sitting over there in the video. Hi Miss, there you go. So here are the ingredients. There's a whole stack of them, so just bear with me and I'll go through them all for you. This is an interesting dish. We've got salt and pepper, thickened cream, chicken stock, whole grain mustard. This is pancetta. We have chicken breasts at the back. Then we have porcini mushrooms, portobello mushrooms, button mushrooms, parsley, the biggest onion in the history of mankind, carrots, leek. We have butter and olive oil and white wine for cooking with, plus also some Worcestershire sauce. There's an enormous amount of preparation in this, but the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take some of these porcini mushrooms. Have a look at those. They've been dried. We're going to take them out of that, put them in this bowl and rehydrate them with boiling water for 20 minutes. So first of all, we'll go and boil those and then I'll prep these other ingredients. Back to you soon. Take it soon. Okay, in the middle of a very busy morning here at our household, you can see now that I've done a lot of chopping. So there's the chook. I'll just give you a little idea of the size that Merrillie's asked for. There you are, look at the size of the chook, okay? As always, that's almost 3/4 frozen, makes it easy to chop. Lots and lots of mushrooms, and remember I've got to slice up those mushrooms, they're still hydrating, so they'll be sliced up in addition to those, so this is a mushroom based dish. There's the carrots that I've chopped up, again Merrillie's asked for a slice of about that size. Have a look, see there, okay, roughly about the same sort of width. Now over here is our leek at the back. Here is the green, the pancetta's been sliced up in about 1/2 centimetre dice, and also a Spanish onion. So, time to start cooking. So some olive oil into there, and on with our fry pan. I will come back to you when I've started to get the saute going, but that is the first step of this dish. The smell coming off that is just beautiful, isn't it, love? Yeah. That's just simply there, as you know, leek, pancetta, onion, and a touch of salt. Okay, here comes the chook. Chook goes in. Okay, in order to keep the video reasonably short, I'll get that white, seal that off, come back to you shortly. Okay, there's some whole grain mustard. There we go. So there's some whole grain mustard that's gone into that now. And goes our parsley, which I've chopped up. From our Merrillie's garden at the back. Ground pepper. Give it a fair whack, there's a lot of food in here. Give it some nice taste. And our chopped carrots go in now as well. And start to stir that through a bit.
We'll come back to you shortly.
We shall. Okay, now have a look down here. I've made a gap for these mushrooms. I'm going to put in quite a decent knob of butter in there for the mushrooms. Okay. Always cook mushrooms with butter. So, we can go some of our mushies. Now, I note that at the moment, the only thing that's not going in here is the porcini mushrooms. They're staying out. But these are all the button and the portobello mushrooms are going in now to start to get them cooked away. Okay, I'll just keep going. Nearly done here. Whilst this may look like a lot of mushrooms, again, they'll wilt away, and this is a mushroom-based dish. Okay, going to have some good, strong flavours in this dish. So, get that butter moving around. Get the mushrooms in there, over that butter. Beautiful. You can smell the butter starting to cook with those mushrooms already, even after 15-20 seconds. Okay, we're going to get that cooked away a bit and come back to you shortly.
We need to slice up these, what are they called then?
More porcini mushrooms. Okay, I'm going to go and drain those away and cut those up now. Okay, have a nice stir through there. Have a look. This is really starting to come together. It smells lovely, doesn't it, honey?
It does. Looks nice.
Okay, so next, ladies and gentlemen, these are the rehydrated porcini mushrooms that I have drained and chopped. Straight in with them. Just to give you a heads up, when you buy these are really strong flavour, aren't they, Merrillie? Really, really strong.
Have a very strong smell.
Yeah, very strong. Okay. So in go the porcini. Stir those right through, everybody. And listen, what I'm going to do, I was going to put some other things straight in. I'm going to get those mushrooms just cooked away another minute and a half. These mushrooms here, you see they're decent size in here. Just get them, I'll come back to you in about 2 minutes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there's some Rosemount white wine. It's Moscato, is it, Merrillie? One of your usuals?
Yeah, it is. Bit of sweetness.
Oh, God. We need sweetness in this house. There's not much. Okay, so watch how much. We're going to put about half a cup, 3/4 cup in. There we go. So that's the white wine. Again, that's going to, I'll get that moving. So you can see how much that's beautiful. That's the correct amount. Back to you shortly, and the next thing we'll put into this is Worcester and some chicken stock, but we'll let that deglaze for a little while. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the wine's been cooking now for a couple of minutes in that sauce. You can see it's beautiful, simmering away in a beautiful way. Very happy. Here's some Worcester sauce, so give that a glug. Into here.
Enough.
Merrillie. It's not got salt and Worcester. I can put Worcestershire sauce in. Taste. And there's some chicken stock. Okay, a cup of chicken stock. Let me go with that. Beautiful. Really starting to come together, everybody. Really happy with this. The last thing that we're going to put in, and that is not going in now, is some thickened cream. Have a look how much is in the thickened cream. We're only going to put about a cup of that in. That'll be shortly. So again, we'll let that get nice and let it heat up the chicken stock and the wine mixture and everything, and come back to you when we're ready to add the cream. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you can see now that the whole mix is boiling away beautifully, which is as per what we'd planned. Okay, now we're going to add some thickened cream. Again, see how much is left? There's about 3/4 left. There's only going to be a cup gone in. So Merrillie and I will just manage how much we think is going to go in. So here we go. Merrillie, that much is left. What do you think?
No, a little bit more, I think.
Okay. There you go. How's that?
Sounds good.
Okay, so. Oh, look at what the cream does to the sauce. Picks up that mushrooms and stock. Oh, man. Now, while we're in the final stages of cooking this, you can have this with certain things. You can have this with pasta. You can have this with mash. You can have it with rice. Merrillie, we're going to try this with a risotto later on when we eat this, aren't we, darling?
Yes. A risotto, yeah.
Oh, we're going to use the risotto.
The risotto.
Oh, you risotto, you knucklehead. I thought you meant a risotto. Why would you do that? So,
I said the wrong thing.
You did say the wrong thing. That's normal. Where are we? Where's our risotto, love? Oh, here it is. No, that's lasagna. So we've got some risotto here somewhere in the kitchen, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll cook that with some risotto pasta. Would you cook the risotto on its own?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to get that... that's now come back to the boil, as you can see. Beautifully. It's just the smell, everyone. I cannot wait to eat this. Okay, that's now boiling away. And the recipe says to simmer that, so I'm going to turn that right down. And whack on the lid on it. And that's going to simmer away, everybody, for about 10 to 15 minutes, we reckon. When I come back, we'll find the risotto and show you what we'll have with it. Okay, this is the risotto that we were talking about earlier that Merrillie told me was risotto, but that's the risotto. You can have it with that. I'll put that to the side. Merrillie, you've given that the royal taste test. How'd it come out?
Oh, it tastes sensational. That sauce is just so delicious. And I can see why it would also go really nice with mashed potato as well.
Is that, you reckon, because it'd soak up some of the flavours and the sauce would go into the mash, love?
Yeah.
So that's the chicken a la Merrillie. Look, that's the first time I've made it. Super happy. Guys, whenever the wife says that your cooking's good, you know you're in the good books. I'm actually about to go and mow the lawn, so I am seriously in the good books today. But look, Merrillie came up with the design of that. Fantastic work, love. That's just, I cannot wait to eat that. It's just sensational. And the smell.
It's Mother's Day here today, so happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.
Happy Mother's Day to Margaret Ray and Judith Ann and all of our sisters who have got children. Look, happy Mother's Day to you all. And look, very happy. There's your chicken a la Merrillie.